Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program, episode 3 this time, and we are going to try once again to save Molfand Kerman, who is hopelessly lost in orbit, and the only person who could possibly save him is me and Jebediah Kerman, of course. This ship is pretty much exactly the same as the last one. I had one more booster just for a bit more fuel, but we really don't need it since what messed us up last time is my bad gravity turn that put me into a bad orbit that correcting just cost so much fuel, and the bad gravity turn also wasted a whole bunch of fuel by itself. So hopefully this time we shouldn't have those problems, just because I'll be more efficient going up. So these boosters are going to take me way out of the thin part of the atmosphere, and I should even tip over a little bit now because we're going quite fast. And we might as well use the extra velocity that these guys give to turn us over to the right. I should have thrust limited in these guys because they are giving out a bit too much, but I'm not going to be too picky really. As long as it gets me to space and I have plenty of gas left over once I get there, I'm happy. So yeah, this engine can't possibly keep up with the speed it put us at. It was pretty much just real overkill, but it's not that bad. Actually, it is keeping up, barely. We just need to get a bit higher and get a bit lighter for it to be able to do that. So let's actually tip over properly this time. Let's start a legit gravity turn. It is night. I just realized that, so sorry, actually. There you go. You can see my ship against the background. I didn't realize I launched at night, actually. I'm almost tempted to redo this, but you know what? We've been going well so far. I'll make the video brighter post-editing, or at least I'll try to. And if it still looks horrible, then I'll try to, I don't know. I guess we're going with it since this is a good flight so far, and I'm a bit lazy to restart. I'm also quite pressed for time for recording because I'm going to be out this weekend, and unavailable to record anything for YouTube. I'm going to be at my cousin's wedding on Friday and Saturday, so I actually have to get ahead. This video is going out on Saturday, but I'm recording it on Tuesday just because I need to get ahead by that much. I'm recording it shortly after the last one. It's been actually not right after I rendered the video and I started uploading it, so I gave myself some time. But anyway, so I gotta get ahead. I still have to record all the labyrinth videos. Okay, so we're down to the last stage finally, but we have a lot of gas left in it, so that's great. Much more than last time. So yeah, I still have to record labyrinth for this week. I still have to do 2 deities in advance, and then I have to do a TFC in advance. And that's got to get done like today and tomorrow, really. So yeah, I got to get quite a bit done. Well, actually, no, it's today, tomorrow, and the next day. I don't have that little time. So yeah, I should be fine. Just a bit rushed with things. Anyway, I'll try to keep them like that so that you can see it. Or I can stay on this view because it is quite helpful. We'll get up to like 80,000 meters-ish. 80,000. And over here, how long's the burn for? It's like 17 seconds only. Okay, that's not horrible. Alright, the sun is finally coming up, so you'll be able to see a little bit now, I'd say. And ooh, we gotta burn now. Did not realize the node came up on us pretty fast. Alright, we should be fine. We only went past the bed a little bit. It's not as horrible as last time, I'll tell you, and we have plenty of extra gas, so not a big problem. We're not on a ridiculous ellipsoid orbit either, so we're fine. Just get a little bit more gas in. How's our orbit looking? Beautiful, actually. Well, one side's lower than the other, but what you gonna do? So is Molfand's, actually. We're steadily below him, and I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of orbits to catch up. See, look at that sun. You can see now. Look at that sun. Alright, so Molfand is all the way over there, so we're catching up at a extremely low rate of I'm not even sure how fast we're catching up. But the fact is that we are, since our orbit is lower. It might take us 10, 20, 50 orbits to catch up. And honestly, I do want to catch up this way rather than wasting a whole bunch of fuel. Still really, really far apart is the only problem. Let's see how much it changes by every single orbit or encounter. This little intersect. So it's at 1073 now, and once we pass that mark, it will give us a new guesstimate for our next orbit. and then I can figure out how many orbits we still need to do. Alright, so 1073. Well, we need to pass the next one. So now it's down to 971. Okay, so I need like 10 more orbits. So you know what? I'm going to do that off camera and come back because it's not going to be one orbit that I can just that I could have talked through like last time. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop giving you guys a headache and come back when we're close to the guy. Alright guys, so I went forward by like, oh, why are you being glitchy? I went forward by a few orbits, and now finally, we're getting really close to each other, so it's time for us to narrow in and try to actually hit the Kerbal, and it looks like we're going to encounter on the bright side of the planet, so that's really good. It's best for us that way, so you guys can actually see things. Now, are we crossing orbits yet? No, we're not. We gotta go faster. Right. A bit too fast over there. Let's see. So we're 16 kilometers away. Moving this way, we become 12 kilometers away. Or maybe slowing down this way should help. Yeah, it does. 6 kilometers away. 5 kilometers away. Let's move this way again, though. Let's see. Ooh, that's really close. 0.5 kilometers. Yep. 0.5 again. 0.9, so like over here, and then slow down a bit. 0.5, 0.4, 0.8. Slow down, get those guys really close to each other. Yeah, 0.5. I think 0.5 is the best we can do. 0.4. What we should do first, though, actually, is fix our inclination. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo this maneuver. Alright, I'm going to have to fix the inclination first. I completely forgot about that, actually. So let's go ahead and fix that first, because that 0.4 kilometers in error was, I'm willing to bet that it's 90% inclination, at least. So let's go ahead and fix that. Getting close. There we go. Alright, so that's pretty much perfectly fixed, and I think the guy was over here. Accelerate a little bit more. Beautiful. So it was like right there. 0.4. Still 0.4, unfortunately. Can we get any closer like that? It's 0.8 now. 2. 0.4. 0.4. I think 0.4 is as close as we're going to get, but I'll take it. I can take 0.4 for right now. 3.3 gets us closer, closer, closer. It should be like right here should be the sweet spot, really. And do something like this. Yeah, I know this is a lot of me just rambling and trying to get... Oh, there we go, 0.2. Should do these little node fixing things off camera from now on, because it probably is quite tedious and, I don't know, boring to watch. So the first maneuver that we have to hit is going to be directly up and down. It's going to be, let's turn on SAS, catch ourselves. So we should be pointing up and down. Yeah, up and down like that, with our reference to the planet to fix our inclination slightly. And that is in 14 minutes. On the second burn, we're going to be facing forward, the way we're going, this way, like that. Yeah. All right. So we need to time accelerate just a little bit, just another 10 minutes. So really like 10 seconds in real time. And 10 seconds is a really long time when you have to talk and keep people entertained. All right, let's slow down a little bit. And now 10 seconds turns into 10 more seconds that I need to be an entertainer for. All right, let's actually go back to real time, make sure we're perfectly oriented. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That's as good as it's going to get. It's as good as I really want it or need it. All right, 0.1. I think we actually improved. I think it was 0.2 before. I guess by a little bit of luck we improved. And we have plenty of gas left, if you noticed. So that's great on our part. It's great, great, great. We still have a decent velocity difference between us and the target, but it's only going to decrease as we get closer out towards them. All right, so we need to time accelerate just a little bit, just a minute equivalent, and then burn for a few seconds, like so. Ooh, that's a bit too much. Beautiful. Just tiny correction. There we go. So now we are 0.2 away. I could try to get us closer. I should. Might as well. It's 0.5. 0.0. All right. That works. It's less than 100 meters away. I'll take that. Well, we're going to mess it up when we have to decelerate ourselves at the very end. We won't get exactly that close, but at that point, I can just... Ooh, that was way too much. I can just... You know what we should do? The thrust limit thing I did last time. Do that. That helps quite a bit with these smaller burns. Ooh! These burns are worth... My finger slipped. The thrust limiter even less. Yeah, man, it's like... You gotta be very careful. I really don't need to be this precise, honestly. I want to keep the thrust limiter really at 7, maybe a bit stronger in case we have to come down hard. Alright, we came untargeted. It's only a 90 meters per second difference in our velocity, so that's good. So when we get towards him, we're going to have to burn in this direction to essentially cancel out the difference in our speed. Because right now we're heading towards each other at this fast. So I need to cancel that out. But once we get to here only, we have to be really close to him before we do that. Because if we just cancel out the velocity now, then we're going to stop heading towards him. And that might even like throw our orbit well out of orbit. We might crash back into the planet or the atmosphere or something along those lines. But anyway, let's time warp a little bit faster. I want to give myself plenty of time this time to actually decelerate. Oh, it looks like, yeah, like I said, our speed, the difference in our speeds is just going to keep decreasing. So it's not going to be last time where there's 100 meters per second difference because my orbit was like elliptical and out to here. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're both in like nearly the same orbit, which is pretty dang ideal, honestly. I really couldn't have planned this better. And we're also on the bright side of the planet. Look at that. All right. How many seconds away? 40 seconds still. Wow. Seems like it's a lot less, but we are only moving 15 meters per second. Let's increase the power in this engine. Let's wait until he gets within, what's the closest? Supposed to be 0.1. So let's wait until he gets like within, I don't know, 200. You know, honestly, we're close enough to him now that I could just stop to be 100% safe. But I would rather do less work later and wait for him to get a bit closer. Alright, so this is our window to decelerate. Ooh, a bit too much. Let us go kill this relative velocity, shall we? Oop. And actually, I pointed this out as the guy that we had to burn against before. That's wrong. That is where the guy, like we're facing directly away from him when we're pointed at that. The yellow guy is our relative velocity. The pink is merely the orientation that's used for docking if you want to face your ship the right way, though there's a better docking interface than that, and that's why I'm spinning. I have SAS off. I was wondering. I thought I was out of electrical charge for a second, and I was quite concerned. Can I just switch to the guy and we can EVA? And if you notice, because our velocities are pretty much the same, we also have pretty much the same orbit now. Can I switch to him? Can we use your pack? Oh, yes we can. Alright, let's just fly home then, I guess. Might as well. Alright, we gotta make sure not to, like, overshoot. Because one issue I have with flying jetpacks in space is that I don't get this when I'm, like, on the surface of a planet, but in space I will lose, like, all orientation and sense of direction really quickly, because there's no reference objects other than you and the one thing you're flying to. So, like, it's hard to tell. We are going above this a little bit, but honestly, I could barely tell. I really can't tell our speed either. I could tell it by how big the object is getting, but yet how big the object is isn't exactly known. So often I just slam into things in space and I get completely lost. I'm going to try my best not to do this right now. And I do have limited EVA propellant, but I haven't even used 10% so far. And we're already here, so I should be fine. Now, which one is Jeb in is the question. Well, you know what? Let's just find out by going up to it and seeing what happens. So we go zoom in a bit. Yeah, see, but this is what I'm talking about now. I don't know my orientation with respect to the actual capsule door? Well, I do. I think I need to get closer. Grab. Can I board? Yes. Okay, so I was lucky. Grab the right one. So we have Millfall now. So I think we're good. Both of our parachutes are intact. That's great. Do I still have the quest to test this guy? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to deploy them at the right altitude this time. I pretty promise. I'm going to try my best to, at least. Millfall Kermit is added. This is great. So I'm going to get 2 contracts out of the 3. The stack decoupler didn't happen so far. Figure it out. Look at that. We got a whole bunch of reputation. Is there any science to be done up here? I'm pretty sure not. No. We've done all the science from orbit pretty much. We haven't brought a science junior up here yet. But, yeah, we've gotten the EVA reports, the crew reports, the mystery goo. That's the only thing I have that I can still do. And I could just get it on a later mission, really. It's not too hard. Whenever I fly like a science mission by the moon, do a moon flyby or a Minmus flyby before I land. Let's see. So I guess we should just deorbit now. No reason to be up here. Actually, I want to land on the bright side of the planet and in the ocean. That's better. That's probably better for us. Better for this Let's Play because you guys get to see, and better for the ship because landing in the ocean, the ship's less likely to break than when landing on hard land. And actually, I have plenty of gas left, so I need to remember not to be an idiot and just burn it irrationally and actually save it for when I land. So once we get to about our periapsis, maybe a bit after it, once we get to like here, we'll start burning retrograde and start taking ourselves out of orbit. Yeah, because if I burn here, I'm worried I might hit this landmass. So I'll wait a little bit. Wait until about now, let's say. All right, so go retrograde. Maybe go a little bit more. Yeah, that should be enough. I'm doing too much, really. Okay. Now let's deorbit ourselves. I was wondering why we were going so slowly. We have the thrust limiter still going. There we go. Alright, so slow down a bit more, I guess. Make sure we land in the ocean. And we don't overshoot and land in the night either. So, I did burn a majority of my gas, but I still have enough to slow us down at the very last second. Let's turn RCS and SAS off. So we need to see little check marks between these two guys before the next time I press space. So I need to be going under 630 meters per second, and I need to be under 12,000 meters in elevation above Kerbin's surface, and also above 5,000. I can hit it within this range pretty easily. I'm just worried about the speed. We might be going too fast. But honestly, by the time we get down to 5,000, we should be below 600. But we'll see. We're losing speed very rapidly, as you can see, as we're on fire. So I think we should be able to nail this pretty easily. And I'm not going to bother to cut here, because then I'm just going to have to come back in like 15 seconds. I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, there we go. So let's deploy. All right, so we got it. Okay, so I'm just going to... Yeah. All right, so we got that. We got that. That's great. Contract complete. So I'm going to cut now. Yeah, because I don't want to... Because landing is boring, so I'm going to cut now and come back later. Okay, let's slow ourselves down a little bit now that we're getting towards the surface. We don't want to hit into the ocean too hard. Below 5 meters per second, we should be safe. Yep, there we are. So the ship is 100% intact, so that's awesome. So we can recover it, complete both missions, and get a good amount of money back. Not a majority of our money. I was about to say that. No, we only saved the top of it, but still, we got all of the pieces in our last stage back. Alright, let's see if we got any more science from that, or if we can unlock anything. 15. So we got like 10 science from that, actually, but I don't think that's enough for another rocket part. Let's go check out some quests. Oh, no, that's not where quests are. Actually, is there anything? I should have checked in there if there were like any debris or anything that I could have recovered for science. Actually, you know what? There's plenty of quests here, but we'll look at that next episode, because I checked the recording length. We're about 20 minutes so far today, so I'm just going to call it an episode for now. Next episode, we'll pick out a quest from in here somewhere. Hi, Gene. Gene is very happy to see us. Indeed. So next episode, we are going to pick a quest from here, do something, go explore the moon, or something like that. Science data from around Kerbin. What's this one? Ooh, I should not get ahead of myself. I should not get ahead of myself. You should send us science data. thought I got science data from space around Kerbin. Could have sworn I did. I guess they just want me to do it again. I don't know. I'm not going to get ahead of myself because I actually a reasonable mission for next episode might not be enough because it'll be pretty easy. You get another contract complete. So now we have $175,000, so that's plenty of money. So I'm going to stop rambling and end the episode now. Thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we'll go do something else, take on another quest, do something else. They're contracts, not quests, I know. But it's a standard video game questing system, and the questing system actually does make career mode a lot more fun, and it makes it feel like an actual legit career mode, and the finances aren't too constraining, but they are a little bit. Which is good, because it makes you think a little bit rather than making something super ridiculously extravagant. So, I'm done rambling for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.